What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode we kind of left off needing prosperity shards. Yeah, we're trying to get ourselves some wyvern cores so we can make awakened draconium and some other various things, right? So we were looking at prosperity shards as one of the things that we needed to figure out how to get it. So I asked you guys, how do you get prosperity shards in this mod pack? And I didn't see any replies, so either nobody knows or nobody replied. Either way, it's fine. We saw that there were prosperity shards, or prosperity ore, here in the nether and in the end. There's also prosperity ore apparently in the overworld. I don't know if that spawns naturally. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I was looking here in the end, and sure enough, there is prosperity ore, right? So we can find it here, so that's good. That's helpful. Yeah, so we were talking about the erodium, and I had some pretty rude comments in the last episode, and I wanted to clarify, yes, this mod pack does have the crystal laser lens. Yes, I am well aware of this, but no, this is not set up for any recipe. It doesn't show in JEI at all. If it's working, if it's preferred, it'd be right here, but it's not there. And on top of that, if I wanted to make the crystal laser lens, this guy right here, it does require these blocks of erodium. It's 9 erodium per block, which means we need, what, 56 erodium just to make the lens? I don't have 56 yet, and we need more to make the tier 2s. I think you need another 56 for the tier 2 controller, plus all of the structure blocks. Like, we've had that thing set up for how long now, and we still don't have enough to make the controller or the lens itself. So we're just gonna say that is out of the question. We're not even gonna bother with it. So end prosperity ore, we can find that stuff here. And it seems like it's decent, but I don't know if I want to go around and try and mine it all. I mean, that is a possibility. I think what I might want to do is look at getting our builder quarry going. I don't want to destroy the main island here, and I'm not sure if this stuff spawns like on the outskirt islands. I'm sure it does. I just haven't had a chance to look yet. We don't have any ender pearls here. Do we have a good way to get out to the end islands? I guess we could just fly out there. It's not like super far, but I think what I'd like to do is get our builder quarry and just kind of like destroy some of these areas out here. If it does contain the ores, again, I don't know if it does. I assume it does. So I think that's going to be our first task for today. I think in the comments on the last episode, people are saying before the dragon fight, I think it was over here, that they saw the dragon egg on the ground. And I think that was our first dragon egg that we lost. I'm not entirely sure, but I went back to the video and I looked, and sure enough, it did look like there was one on the ground over here. Yeah, I think it was close to this hive. I remember looking a few moments ago, but it's not here now. So either it despawned or the dragon flew through it and killed it, or, you know, something, whatever. But yeah, it did look like, I think that was our original dragon egg here, which is cool. But yeah, didn't get a chance to pick that up. Alright guys, so I just found a bunch of abyssal zombies outside the base. I guess they have warped back here from the end. I'm not sure. There was like probably 50 of them that I killed, all of them holding an item. I guess they warped back through the end portal. I'm not entirely sure where they came from. But anyway, I spent some time killing those guys, got a few more hearts. We're up to 14 hearts, or 140 hearts, I guess it would be 14 layers of hearts. But anyway, we got ourselves our builder quarry here, and I got all the stuff that I needed. And then I was like, wait a second, we're gonna have to chunk load this. We didn't have to chunk load our builder while we are here in the overworld because it's, you know, within range. If we set this up in the end and then we walk away, we go explore, whatever, it's going to turn off. It's not going to continue doing what we need to do. But anyway, so let's make ourselves a chunk loader. And we do have the chunk loader here. This is chicken chunks. Looks like we can only make a spot loader. Yeah. So a spot loader requires an empowered emerald block. Wow. That's just for one chunk. But we can take that one, and then we can make it into the big one. And then this guy, we can chunk load however much we want. So it's kind of weird that the spot loader itself has such a strong recipe. But once you make this guy, you can make the big boy, like, directly out of the resonator. I don't know. Anyway, we'll check this out here in a minute. Empowered. I don't think we have emerald on there. No, we've never made a recipe to make empowered emeralds before. So I guess now would be the time. So in order to do this, we do need to get some grass, oak sapling, slime ball, and lime. Do we have any grass? We do. Slime. See, this is one of those recipes, actually. This is using a slime ball in it, isn't it? That's not one that we can set up in our current system. This will be a manual recipe. Slime ball was the item that we're using to, like, stop the next recipe from going through. And if we need it in a recipe, then that's not really the best item to be using. We could have used something like, I don't know, a birch sapling, or who knows, whatever other item we wanted to choose. So lime dye, we have floral lime powder. Hopefully that'll work. It looked like it needed lime specifically. It wasn't flashing between them, right? So that might not work. So if we had green powder plus bone meal, we can do that. Do we have green? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we'll do that plus bone meal. All right, so there's our lime dye. And then finally, what was the last thing we needed? Was it a sapling? Yeah, it's an oak sapling. Oak sapling. Very good. Okay, so now we need emerald block. And then we need to laser the emerald block. Let's see, right over... Where did I put my laser? Did we put it back over here? Or did I put it into the system? I honestly don't remember. I was cleaning up some things, and I got rid of, like, all the machines that were down here. I guess I must have put it back in here. So what is that called? Atomic? What is the laser lens thing called? Let me just go back in here real quick. That is called... We want this guy. Yeah, the atomic reconstructor. So we put that through the laser. We still haven't found a proper place for it. I did see our enchanting area over here, but then I saw that and I was like, wait a second. That's our laser right there. We're using that for disenchanting before. So we need to get rid of our lens of disenchanting, place that down, and this like this. Yeah, because it was in the structure here, I was thinking that was our enchanter thing, but no, that is the laser. Okay. We still need to find a proper spot for that. So anyway, we'll put that there. Then we can put all these guys around the outside and get this recipe going. We need that guy. Okay. So this is going to take as long as it's going to take. And we need to get ourselves the other thing. So warp stone is another thing we need that does require purple dye or purple floral powder. I'm not sure if we've made or have obtained purple at any point. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Do we have petals? I guess we can plant those and bone meal them. How do you get purple dye in Minecraft? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've... Oh, that's purple pigment. How do you get the plain purple dye? Purple dye. This comes from blue and red. Okay. So do we have rose red dye? We have... I don't know why I keep calling it rose red. Didn't it used to be called rose red? I feel like it used to be called that. And then lapis. Okay. There's our purple dye. We need 2 of those. All right. So now we should have everything for our warp stone. All right. We have the empowered emerald, and then we need 1 more bookshelf. Can we craft... Do we have books? We don't have books. I know we have a bookshelf over here. Let's steal this one. Yeah. Do we have silk touch on us somewhere? Is it in my pouch here, maybe? Have we ever got silk touch in this mod pack? I feel like yes. Here it is. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and break one of these bookshelves over here. I'm not really sure if we need these bookshelves over here, to be honest. This is where our original enchanting area was, and then I've been like taking the bookshelves out of there. Anyway, I should probably take that down. So, okay. Spot loader get, then we put that through the resonator to get the full chunk loader. Finally, that was like a lot of work to get to this point, wasn't it? It feels like it anyway. Okay, so let's put this away. Get that out of here. We'll put that back into here. Okay, should be good now to go back to the end, and then we should be able to do some stuff here. All right, so I think, yeah, our warpy thing was right here. We have ender pearls on us to go to the outer reaches. All right, so I probably don't want to quarry the area we warped to, right? Probably don't want to do that. But this area here, I think I'd feel fine with just destroying it. All right, so let's do... You know what? I don't even know how big this area is. Let's uncover it on the map so we can kind of get a better idea. Okay, so that's a decent sized chunk, right? Let's come over here. We will use one of these little islands, I suppose. Yeah, something like this. Let's put the builder here. All right, and then we'll put our chunk loader. Let's hit F9 so we know where the chunks are. Okay, so right next to it should be fine. And we don't need anything more than just one chunk for right now. All right, so we can give this thing some power, which is what it's gonna need. Like so, ignore limit true. All right, so this thing has power. We do need to tell it where it's going to quarry at. So, let's see. We need to shift right click on this guy. Oh, let me get rid of the Enderman. And he's gone. Okay, went to the void. So shift right click on this guy. First corner. I guess we'll do like... where would be the best spot? I guess we'd want to go down a little bit, right? So let's do this. Sounds like an Enderman's still angry. Maybe he never died. What block is that? Chiseled ferrocite? How do I have chiseled ferrocite? What is even happening here? I don't have chiseled ferrocite. What is that? And why is it going down 2 blocks at a time? I'm trying to place ferrocite ore. Okay, let's not do that. Let's place regular stone. That's really odd that's doing it like that. Anyway, let's come down here to get to like the very bottom. Okay, so we'll do... I don't know if this is messed up. Now select the second corner. Nope, it is smart enough to know that's what I wanted to do. All right, so we'll come back over to the opposite side. Yeah, it sounds like an Enderman's still mad at me. And let's just say... Oh man, I don't know. How about like over here? Nah, you know what? Let's do it over here. We'll do everything between all of that. So it should get this entire island. It's going to leave a little bit. But that should be all we have to do to like mark this thing so it can get it to go. All right, so let's put the shape card in there. And if we do preview mode, yeah, I would say that's a pretty good portion of the island. It could have been better, right? Like we could redo this and try and get the whole thing in there. But for the most part, that's going to get the job done. All right, so let's set it up to do that. Now there's another setting in here that we're definitely going to want to turn on. Now, if we come back in here and do a shift right click on the card, we want it to void end stone. Yeah, I don't think we're going to want thousands, tens of thousands of end stone. All right, so now that should be set. We should be ready to go. Just put the lever on here and turn that on. And is it doing anything? I thought I just saw something go in the ender chest. Maybe. Yeah, things are definitely going in the ender chest. Okay, so it is definitely mining, but where is it mining? I'm honestly not sure. Ah, over here. Okay, so we can see that it is, in fact, doing the old miney thing here. Now, we could set it up so it's a void quarry, and instead of, like, replacing the stuff with dirt, it would just completely remove the blocks. I'm not sure if that's better to do in the end or not. Maybe it is. But either way, this gives us a definite visual representation of where it's mining at this exact moment. So it's only doing like a partial chunk at a time. Once it moves over, we'll be getting a lot more ores. Hopefully this will yield a decent amount of prosperity. I'm not entirely sure if it will. Air crystal from Thaumcraft. Yeah, this must be newly loaded stuff. Thaumcraft stuff. Your fingers tingle strangely as you handle the crystal. What does it mean? I don't know. Air. Interesting. Yeah, Thaumcraft 6 is in this mod pack. I don't think there's a reason for us to use it other than we could just try it out. But yeah, I'll probably wait for a mod pack to come out where Thaumcraft 6 is part of it when we first start playing. That way we'll be able to experience it the way it should be experienced, I suppose. But anyway, I'm going to let this thing do a little bit of mining. We'll see how we end up on the prosperity ore, or the prosperity shards. And we'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. So our quarry is still going in the end right now. I chunk loaded it. I put a waypoint. So we were trying to make ourselves some wyvern cores, right? We were trying to make 30 of these, so we had a little bit extra. So we were needing prosperity shards previously, and now it looks like we have all that's available. Prosperity shards, yeah, we're up to about 5,000 of these things now. So definitely what we just did right there is what you wanted to do in order to get these things. There's a lot more prosperity shard in the end than what you'd really think about if you just saw some on the surface. Yeah, we're getting like a lot of these things. So going back to the wyvern, we want to make 30 of these. Now, it looked like we were running low on our supremium essence, and we're also running low on the wither skeleton essence. So the wither skeleton essence, it needs that in order to make wither skeleton skulls. We can try and help this along by spawning in some wither skeletons. Do we have those on our thing, mob imprisonment, or do I already have that down there? Is it spawning those in right now? I'm not entirely sure what it's doing over here. We should take a look if I have that on or off, if it's spawning in wither skeletons or not. I'm pretty sure we had wither skeletons previously. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, does it? All right, so let's come down here real quick. We have, yeah, wither skeleton in there. So we should just be able to turn that. Oh, wait. We had this thing set up so we were collecting the mob chunk, so it won't be doing that automatically. Okay, so I will have to set this thing back up so it'll kill the wither skeletons. Looks like we have 49 in here. I can, oh, I need to lock that. Let's put that back in there. Let's grab our key, drawer key, and the concealment key. So drawer key, we can right click on that and that locks all these drawers, right? And then the concealment key, you can do the same thing to shroud or unshroud all of them. Okay, so we did that. So now when we get more skulls, they have a place to go. It still knows that's for the wither skeleton skulls. Anyway, so we can place that into our system here. So now if we do wyvern and we tell it to make 30, it has everything it needs except for the supremium essence. Now it will collect supremium essence as we kill wither bosses. Now this wants us to have like 60 nether stars. So if I just tell the system nether star to craft like 10, we should end up with enough of that supremium essence in the system where I can tell it to craft these things. So let's just go ahead and have it start spawning in some wither bosses, killing them, collecting the supremium essence that they drop, and then we can tell the system to queue up the 30 wyvern cores that we need, and I'll spawn in the rest of those wither bosses and get even more supremium essence, which is going to be great. Okay, so should be on the last 6 now. Yeah, it's kind of cool how we have like a progress bar there, how many that are left. All right, and final one, dead. Good, okay. So wyvern, now if I say 30, we have everything in the system to do this, which is great. So let's start that up. So we have 4 supremium essence remaining. Oh my goodness. We're going to get more from all these wither bosses. It's got to spawn in 50 more of them. We're going to get a whole lot more of that stuff here very soon. This crafting is probably going to take a while though, I would imagine. It's got to do a whole lot of essence crafting to make all these different ingots. And then it's got to do a whole lot of the lasering and the empowering and all of this kind of stuff. Where are we at here? Yeah, it's got to do a whole lot of these things, and it's got to use this guy over here, and this is going to take a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and let this thing run for a little while. Just AFK, let things happen, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so this has been going now for a little while. I would say about 30 minutes. I went back to the end and I moved our quarry and I came back here and I checked on the status of this thing. We still have 21 more wyvern cores to make. I still got over 100 draconic cores. This is going to take a little bit of time. I don't think I got enough time to just sit and wait on that. One thing that I did see, though, as we've been collecting stuff in the end here, let's see if we can see it happening. Yeah, you saw right here, this stuff, biome essence we're getting, and we're getting a large amount of that. I was kind of like, what is that stuff? So I went to go look in the system, biome essence. Look at all of this that we have here. We have like 2 pages of biome essence. I was like, what is this? So apparently this is from Biomes O' Plenty. From what I understand, there is essence or biome ore. Is that what it's called? Biome essence ore that's found only in the end. So as we're mining stuff there, we are collecting this. But yeah, as you can see, each one of these has like a different biome on it, which I was kind of like, okay, I don't understand this. What is this for? So apparently, Biomes O' Plenty has a biome compass, I think is what it's called. Biome. It uses this thing, the biome finder. So it has a biome finder, and I suppose you use that essence somehow in the biome finder in order for this thing to work. I honestly don't know. But anyway, in order to make the biome finder, you need a terrestrial artifact. And to get that, you need all these different gems from Biomes O' Plenty. Well, we only have emeralds, and I thought that was kind of strange. It's like, we've been doing all this mining, and we've been collecting resources all this time. So I went and I did some more investigating. Apparently, all of these different rubies and sapphires and gemstones or whatever come from different specific biomes. So like the ruby, for instance, will only come from arid biomes. The topaz only comes from lush biomes. I went to the wiki page. I'm kind of reading off of it right now. But yeah, if we were going to collect all of these things, we would have to set up quarries or go mining in all these different types of biomes in order to get any use out of that. So I was kind of looking ruby ore. The ruby ore can only be gotten without going to those biomes and mining by hand through the laser drill and the laser base with a red laser lens. Well, I guess that increases the chance. I don't know if you can only get that with the red laser lens, but that got me thinking, if this laser will get more ores than what we have been getting, this is probably the way to go. We should probably just go ahead and make this thing. So I was kind of looking at the different recipes here and all of this kind of stuff. Laser drill, like this whole thing doesn't seem like it's that bad. We should just go ahead and make this thing. So let's do it. Laser drill. Is that what it's called? Let's do laser from the industrial mod so we can see both of these things. Yeah, laser base and laser drill. So I think you need 4 of the bases. Is that what it is? And then you need like 1 drill? I'm pretty sure. Or is it you need 1 base and 4 drills? I don't know for sure. I guess we'll make 1 of each and then we'll decide. This one's got 4 holes on it, so I guess this is the base and then we need 4 drills. They're both the recipes are pretty much the same. There's not a lot of difference between them, is there? Okay, so anyway, so laser base. Let's make 1 of those. So we have everything but the gold gears and the diamond gears and the machine frame. So let's grab some iron blocks. Let's grab like 16 of those. We probably have some of those in the system. I just didn't see them. But anyway, there is 16 machine frames. Very, very easy. We'll just have some extras for later. So back into here. Yeah, let's click this recipe. Okay, so now we need gold gears. We don't have that on AutoCraft. We should be able to do that. We should make a recipe for that. Let's do it. So we'll do a processing pattern. So 4 gold will eventually make a gold gear. That is not the right thing. Yeah, that's the problem now with these thermal expansion machines. Like the compactor before, you just had the augment in there and you switch the thing, the button used to be here, to gear, and then it just made gears. But now that we don't have that, what did that just compact? Oh, it was making gold plates, wasn't it? That's what it was doing. It was making gold plates that we don't need. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what's the compactor's job unless you have the augmentation tab open. You just can't tell. Anyway, so there's our gold gears. We should make that recipe gold gear. There's that pattern. We'll put it over into this one. Now we should be able to auto craft these going forward without having to look at it. Okay, very good. All right, so now that we have that done, we need diamond gear. Do we have those? We don't. And that is 4 diamonds. Okay. Easy enough. Same exact thing that we just did. We'll just make a new recipe for that. I'm kind of surprised that you just compact 4 diamonds to make the gear. It seems like in a lot of packs that I've played, it's like you put a gold gear and you surround it with diamonds, and then you can make it, or like an iron gear and you surround it with diamonds. Anyway, so now we have a recipe to make diamond gears. Awesome. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. So going back to this, laser base, do that. Diamond gear. 1 more of those. And there we go. Perfect. So there's a laser base. Now the laser drill, we are missing a white laser lens. Does it have to be white laser? I guess it does. This is not shifting. Okay, so we need white stained glass. Can we do that? Okay, and then we do one of these. There's 16 of them. Then we can do one of those. I guess we're going to need 4. So let's make 4. And we are missing more diamond gears. All right, so we're going to need a total of 8 of those, right? I think so. They're 2 each. We need 4 of them. Unless I got that recipe wrong, I'm pretty sure. There we go. So laser base. Yeah, that's got the 4 input ports, and then laser drill should go like that. Right, and then this is going to need access down to bedrock, I'm pretty sure. I haven't had a chance to use this particular machine before, but I've used the one from MFR, and it seems like everything in Industrial 4 going is pretty much a copy of MFR. I'm not sure if it uses like the original code or if it's a completely separate mod that somebody written, similar to like what's that other mod? The one that recreates Greg Tech Reborn, I think is what it's called. I wonder if it's like completely redone from the ground up like that, or if it is just like the old code with new textures. I honestly don't know. Anyway, we can place this guy right here. We'll put it in the center of this chunk, I suppose, kind of similar to how we got that one set up. Or not the center of the chunk, center of this little section. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, then we can place these guys around it. We are going to need to drill all the way down to bedrock, I am fairly certain. Place that there. You know what? I guess it'd be... Okay, so these things don't set you on fire, at least not yet. All right. So we need to take this all the way down. Hopefully this doesn't set me on fire. That'll be annoying if it does. Oh, you know what? I guess it probably wouldn't because it doesn't have power at the moment. So I think we should be okay. But yeah, we'll just drill this all the way down to bedrock here. And hopefully we'll see like a beam show up. And hopefully there's no lava down here. There might be. I hear lava. Guess there's no lava right here. That's good. Okay, all the way down to bedrock. Okay, so now we fly all the way back up here. Now we got to give these things a little bit of power, which should be easy enough. Let's grab some flux ducts. Redstone energy one should be enough, and then we'll need a flux point. We could put a flux point on each one, but I feel like that's silly to do. So yeah, we'll just wrap these around. Just do like a little circle pattern. And if I remember right, the middle one doesn't require power. But again, new mod. Haven't tried this before, so it might be different. We'll do that. Okay, select a network like so. Unlimited output. Are we doing stuff? It's got power. It doesn't have power. Why does that not have power? Does it need power specifically from the back? Energy up. These don't have power. I'm confused. This doesn't have power. Output. Are we out of power? I'm not. Why does that not have power? That really doesn't make sense to me. This thing's going. Oh, we are in fact out of power. Wow. Okay, so we have enough power to keep like our applied energistic system going. And I guess the rest of our power is going to our quarry? Possibly. Oh man, I don't know why we don't have any power. Yeah, I guess we're also using power for our empower. We're using power for everything. We can't use it for this. Huh. Yeah, look at that. It is slowly doing work with all the power that's remaining. Oh boy. Okay, so it is getting power. It just doesn't have enough to keep this thing. Yeah, there's power in both of these. So this thing is working. They have power, but this is going pretty slow. I assume we could put the laser lenses in here and then the ores end up over on this side, right? Yeah. Oh, well, look at that. Ruby ore was our very first one, the one we were talking about before. And that's without any specific lenses on here. I wonder if there is a way to speed this thing up at all. Oh, yeah. I guess the laser drills, we could put the energy upgrades and the power upgrades in there, and that would speed this up. But we can't really do that at the moment until we get some more power or we upgrade our power source some more. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap the episode up here for today. We got to wait for things to happen. We're still waiting on the rest of those wyvern cores to be made. We got a chance to check out the laser drill thing from Industrial Foregoing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much exactly the same way as it was in MFR. There are some slight differences. We can speed up the laser drills themselves and make those go a little bit faster. I'm kind of curious to see how fast this thing could go. And then there's also other things we can do. Astral Sorcery also has a way that you can speed up machines, but we can't really speed that up if we're not making the power. So power might be another thing we're gonna have to look at here pretty soon. We did not set up our extreme reactor to be like the most efficient and the most power. We set it up so it would give us better power, which it has, but I think we're gonna need to make it even bigger still. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.